Why do people think Japan is so advanced and high-tech? Yes, it's true that we have very advanced technology like high-speed trains that can travel up to 200 miles an hour, hotels that are staffed by robots, and even the most futuristic invention, the gamer urinal. This toilet from the future has sensors that not only measures your pee amount, but your pee power. It then uses advanced algorithm to translate your pee data into the world's most intense video games like Fit It Up, Mannequin Pis. How many cans of coffee can you fill with your tinkle? Or how about Gangster Battle, milk from your nose? Is your bladder strong enough to blast your opponent out of the ring? And if these look familiar to you, that's because you've definitely played them in Yakuza Kiwami 2. But even with advanced technology like this, a lot of the technology that we use every day is ancient. And I'm sure a lot of you guys who are not living in Japan are actually living much futuristic life compared to us when it comes to these things. Did you know in Japan, we still hang our laundry outside? When I was at my mother-in-law's house, I asked her,
"Excuse me, where can I hang this fucking shirt?"
And she looked so shocked. Make sure to shock your mother-in-law with your own fucking shirt. Yes, I'm pretty sure she was shocked to hear that we still hang clothes outside in Japan. In almost any house or apartment, there is a place where you can hang your laundry outside. But of course, there are some tiny Japanese apartments with no outdoor area to hang your laundry. So what do you do in that case? In the shower room, there is a special line that you can use to hang your laundry. Then you turn on the laundry fan. It makes the shower room warm so the clothes can dry. Also, clothes dryers are pretty expensive in Japan. Some of them can cost up to $1,000. But I would say even if Japanese have clothes dryers, they still prefer to hang their clothes outside. First, we feel that sunshine makes the clothes even cleaner. Every time I dry my clothes outside, I really love the smell of the sunshine. Second, it's free to hang clothes outside. As we showed in our video about the daily cost of living in Japan, electricity can be pretty expensive if you are not careful. So, with a little sunshine, we can have dry clothes for free. Of course, if you are in the country that use clothes dryer, it might sound weird to you, right? But don't worry, we have a very advanced technology for hanging clothes. For example, this clothes clip that Mr. Eats got as a gift is so useful. It has special clips that rotate so you can just pull the clothes off the clip instead of having to unclip them. But there's one bad thing about hanging our clothes outside. Panty thieves. They are always sneaking around, getting ready to steal somebody else's underwear. The worst part is these panty thieves have also developed high-tech tools to steal panties and bras. For example, in Aichi Prefecture, a 68-year-old man used an advanced mechanical grappling tool to steal women's hanging underwear. Because of these weird hentai superior technology, Japan has created special tool to stop them. For example, this special device lets you hide your underwear when you need to hang them to dry. Just clip your underwear, then cover everything with your shirt or jacket. Then any peppers passing by will just ignore it. Or you can use this special alarm to secure your panties. It's originally made for children to use in case creepy hentai tries to grab them. Some people use this alarm for underwear too. Just attach one end to the pole and the other end to your panties, and the thief will have a big surprise. If you ever stayed in a Japanese house during winter, you know it's really freezing inside, right? Sometimes the inside of the house is even colder than outside.
You heading out?
No, just heading to the bathroom to take a dump.
Oh, okay. Don't forget to take the seat warmer.
Yep. Got it.
Yes, Japanese houses are very cold. Why are they so cold? That's because of poor insulation system. It can also be very dangerous. The cases of heart attacks and strokes rise a lot in the winter because of the temperature differences in the house. We don't use central heating in Japan. We only heat up the room that we are using. So temperature differences between rooms can be 10 degrees Celsius or even more apart. Because of this, some elderly people's body go into shock mode when they enter the room that is not heated. Japanese homes have been built for summers for a long time. So it's more focused on good airflow to keep the homes cool and to prevent mold from growing because of the humidity. Of course, the old idea was you can put as much clothes as you want when it's cold, but in the summer, there's not much thing you can do about it. Also, if you want to have a better insulation system in your house, it's gonna cost a fortune. So I think most people would rather put the money into having a nicer kitchen, bathroom, etc. instead of having better insulation. So next time when you decide to come to Japan during winter, make sure to bring as much as winter clothes you can because you're gonna be wearing them all the time. As I mentioned earlier, in Japan, we don't have central heating system in the house. So what do? In many old-fashioned homes, schools, or old buildings, there's a gas heater called a stove. This heater gets super hot. So it can be very dangerous if you touch it or knock it over. But there's very interesting about it is you can cook on top of the stove. Usually you will see a kettle of water on top so that it adds some humidity to the room. Also, you will always have hot water ready for your tea. Some people also cook some mochi on it. But this kind of heater is very common. It uses kerosene and it can keep the room really warm. But there are two small problems about it. First, it's such a pain in the butt to refill. You have to take out the inner tank, then fill it up with kerosene. In a lot of Japanese homes, you'll find these plastic containers just for the heater's fuel. Also, you have to use a special pump to fill up the heater tank. Sometimes it can spill or get on your hands. As you can see, it's very dangerous, if the kerosene get in your eye, nose, or mouth. By the way, kerosene pump was actually invented by Dr. Nakamatsu, a great Japanese inventor. He invented many important things like the floppy disk. But I think his most important invention is guard wig.
This is guard wig. This wig, protective wig. This is a weapon inside. And when you have some bad coming, like this.
The second problem with kerosene heater is it produces CO2 and harmful smoke. Even the WHO has recommended people to stop using it because it's associated with higher risk of cancer, respiratory infections, asthma, etc. Because of that, many Japanese people open the windows after using the kerosene heater so they can get fresh air. So they just make the whole room cold again. Then they have to turn on the kerosene heater to heat up the room again. But then they have to open the windows again to get fresh air. So when it comes to heating up the house, Japan is definitely behind. One of the things that people always say about Japan is the toilets are so advanced. Yes, we have some very advanced toilets. In fact, the leading toilet technology company called Toto in Japan, they are developing smart toilets. Sensors in the toilet can measure your heart rate. Not only that, they take your urine and then check if you have any health problems. Even though we have the state-of-the-art toilets in Japan, At the same time, we still use very old-fashioned toilets. Squat toilets are still really easy to find all across Japan. A lot of older houses still have squat toilets, and many public parks still have these kinds of toilets. Interestingly, you can buy a special seat that turns your squat toilets into a sitting toilet if you are tired of taking dumps the outdated way. But if Japan has so many advanced toilet technology, why do they still have these? Many older Japanese people grew up with these toilets. And they also think it's much cleaner since they are not physically touching anywhere while they are doing their business. Also, squatting is the ideal position for number 2. I was surprised when I went to my sister-in-law's place in America and she had a plastic footrest around the toilet. When I asked her what it was, she told me it helps you use the bathroom by putting you in a squat position. But these days, more and more people are pushing really hard for Western-style toilet all across Japan. For example, many public schools are removing squat toilet because kids don't know how to use this kind of toilet. Also, many older Japanese people prefer sitting toilet, because their legs might be a little too weak to use it. So in maybe 20 or 30 years from now, those, squatting toilet might be gone. Bittersweet. You probably have the image that Japanese people study a lot. While it's true, Mr. Eats was surprised at how old-fashioned Japanese study technology is. For example, he uses a special app called Anki to study Japanese. This app shows you a digital flashcards that has words, pictures, and even sounds. Then it keeps track of how well you know the material and tests you after a few days. You even have great website that you can use to learn almost anything. One of them is today's sponsor, Skillshare. Not only are they a great advanced way to learn new things, but they are giving you a 1-month trial for free. Through Skillshare, you can learn so many things anywhere at any time. There are thousands of classes that can help you learn new skills that can help you succeed in this year. Right now, I'm taking this class, Photography for Instagram, Capture and Share Your Life by Hannah Argyle. Some of you might know I have an Instagram account and I want to learn how to take better photos to share with all of you. Hannah gives a lot of great advice on how to take better photos and also how to edit them. I definitely think this course will help me make better Instagram content for all of you. There are so many unique and useful courses for you to explore on Skillshare, whether you want to explore your creativity or start to learn more technical things. And you can check them out for free for 1 month. Just be one of the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link below and you can enjoy a month of ad-free learning with Skillshare. So you guys have so many advanced tools to help you study. But in Japan, we still use very old tools like physical flashcards. Sometimes you see young kids on the train using these mini flashcards to study. We also use the study sheet. Just highlight important things in your textbook or notebook, then cover it with this colored sheet. The information will get blocked, so it's a useful but old-fashioned way to test yourself. Some Japanese students actually prefer to use these old tools because they think they can focus on much better. If you are using your phone or computer to study, it's easy to get distracted and spend most of your time playing a game or watching videos. So maybe there's some merit to these old school study tools. So, if you're surprised how behind Japan is, then you might be surprised to find out which American foods freak Japanese people out. I'm sure there are some things you've never expected. I'll see you in that video. Thanks for watching. Okini!